What's up, conscious creators? Alex here, and I'm really excited to do this video because A, I get to try a new video format, and number two, if you've been watching my channel for the past few months, you would have heard me talk about the Consciousness Revolution program, a one-to-one coaching program with me to help you move from low self-esteem or low confidence or overthinking to consistently motivated and inspired and manifesting your hopes and dreams into reality. But I don't go into much detail on those videos because those videos are there to provide you value, and I don't want to fill up all the time with talking about my personal services. So here's a bit more of an in-depth explanation to help you understand exactly what to expect from this program and what it's about. And so a little bit about why I actually started coaching. It was about 3.5, 4 years ago. I went through a period of deep suffering, dark night of the soul kind of business. There was a particular event that happened in my life that completely destroyed my sense of identity, my sense of self-esteem, and my confidence. And I was having panic attacks daily. I was spiraling down into depression, and things were not looking good for me during that period. And so what was I to do to escape the abyss? I mean, I tried counseling before, and don't get me wrong, I know there's some amazing, incredible counselors out there. Perhaps it wasn't the right time for me, or perhaps it wasn't the right counselor for me. But for whatever reason, I did not get on with it. I needed something different. I needed something action-based and revolutionary. And so after a few months of putting everything that I'd learned into action and absorbing these texts and the knowledge and the pointers and the wisdom that they provided, things started to change rapidly, to the point that I was surprised that I could go from such deep pain and tossing and turning during the night, sweating, wondering what the hell had happened to my life, to feeling relatively euphoric with no substances, no nothing really, just being, just the ability to be, and yet feel like life had meaning and purpose, and I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling confident, and I'm feeling inspired. How did I move from A to B so quickly? And how can I help other people to make this transition? These are the questions that were in my mind. And starting to coach people one-on-one was the answer to these questions. And so you can probably tell the answer to this question now, but is it one-on-one? Of course, the answer is yes. I will be building an online section to the program soon, which will have extra trainings and visualizations and meditations and other benefits in there. And any client of mine that's watching this right now, you'll have access to this too. But essentially, right now, it's one-on-one with me. And so who is this program for? Well, number one, it's for those who want deep transformation. Deep transformation, not just surface level stuff, not just band-aids that work for a couple of weeks and then fall off. The tools, the realizations, the strategies, and the guidance to create sustainable, lasting change. And so here's another analogy. You could say there are 3 types of people. Number one are those who just binge watch personal and spiritual development YouTube videos for entertainment. Basically, who I used to be. They don't actually really take any action or put any of the principles into practice or have any deep, groundbreaking realizations. YouTube is mostly about dopamine-inducing entertainment. Person number 2 is actually who I started turning into. Someone who, yes, does put some of the personal development techniques into action. Maybe they try a few meditations here or there or a morning routine, but then they fall off the horse. There's no accountability, no real direction, and no guided support. Person number 3 is, of course, the person who's ready for deep change, for rapid transformation. They invest in themselves. They invest in the education or support or guidance or coaching that they need. It might be with me, it might be with someone else, but they're ready to take their life to the next level. And if that's you, then this program's for you. And so what do we work on in the program? What can you expect from your own transformation if you're committed to it as much as I am? Well, I help you go from low self-esteem or low confidence or overthinking or insecurity or indecision to a new place of confidence and inspiration and motivation with a new sense of clarity about your purpose in life. Deeper presence and awareness, because presence or awareness or mindfulness or whatever you want to call it is essential for living a happy and peaceful life and taking action from that grounded foundation. And the tools and the strategies and the techniques and the principles to manifest more of what you want in your life, because you don't just want to transcend any low self-esteem or low confidence or overthinking just to simply overcome them. There's a destination, and we want that destination to be some creation that's in line with your deepest values and what you really want in life. And this is probably pretty obvious to you, but just to say, what is this program not? It's not therapy and it's not counseling. Of course, therapy and counseling have their place, but this is much more future facing. This is much more action orientated and much more in line with the realizations from Eastern mystical teachings that help us to come to new realizations about ourselves and new levels of well-being. And so what makes this coaching different from every other bog standard coach out there? I shouldn't really say bog standard coach, because there are many amazing coaches out there. I've worked with a few, but what makes this different? Because we combine coaching with mindfulness, presence, awareness, whatever you want to call it. We also go deep on the coaching. We don't just do surface level stuff or give out band-aids that are going to fall off after a week or two. We want to create sustainable change, because you don't want to be left floundering after a couple of weeks after leaving a program. I mean, you might choose to continue to work with me, but even if you don't, you want to have sustainable change. You want tools and strategies and new realizations that are going to have implications for the rest of your life. And so a quick breakdown of the program. You could say there's 4 main areas: vision and purpose, inner peace and awareness, energy and drive, and self-belief and faith in yourself. Now, clients come to me with particular needs, and they may need more of one thing than another, but these are the 4 pillars that we can build with. And so what might be some possible concerns? You might be thinking, well, I don't have the time. Well, here's the thing with coaching, is that we arrange these sessions together to find the times that work for the best of both of us. So it's flexible like that. You might be thinking, it's not the right time for me, but I would say that if you're feeling like you're ready to change, or you're feeling that calling or that curiosity, then it is the right time for you. And I know that change is uncomfortable, or at least it can be uncomfortable. It doesn't always have to be. Sometimes it's pleasurable, but sometimes there is an uncomfortable element to it. However, we both know that what you really want is outside your comfort zone and into that unknown. And so all it takes is taking that step. But here's the thing, you're going to have that safe space to open up and get uncomfortable if you need to. You're going to have my 100% commitment to supporting you. And you're going to have someone to hold you accountable to the action steps you need to take to create the life that you really want. And so what are the requirements for entry? Because I don't just take anyone into this program. You have to meet specific requirements in order for us to even be a good fit. So it has to be a priority to solve your problems. You have to want to create a positive impact on the world, not a negative one. You don't have to know what your positive impact is going to be, but just knowing that what you want to do in the world is good things, not just selfish things that are going to fill up the ocean with plastic or pollute the world or harm people. I want to be working with people who actually care about people and the planet. Number 3, you have to be coachable. And number 4, you have to be ready to take action. And I just had to share this little bit of feedback that I got from a client recently because I enjoyed working with this person so much. I have to share this again because I think others should know about it. I saw a post below on a friend's Facebook page and it really resonated with me. I've suffered with crippling low self-esteem that's affected relationships with my partners and has held me back from going for what I want in life. So I contacted Alex and took part in a program. In a short 8 weeks, my mindset done a complete 180. I have confidence and belief in myself that I have never had. My self-image has improved so much. I seriously cannot recommend it enough, and the changes started happening after a week. I want to thank Alex from the bottom of my heart for giving me the tools, but I'm most grateful to myself for investing in my self-care, for putting all the work in and loving myself enough to lift myself up and stop putting myself down. Ask yourself, if someone told you the negative things you tell about yourself, would you want to be friends with that person? Would you want them in your life? I think that is an amazing insight at the end. And as you can see, it's that client's commitment to their own transformation that really did the work. So if you're interested in this solution for your problems, if you want to overcome low self-esteem or low confidence, if you want to become consistently motivated, inspired, and have that new sense of clarity around your mission and purpose in life, if you want any of these things, then open a tab on your browser, type in speaktoalex.com, and you'll be taken straight to my scheduler, and you can just fill your details in there. It only takes a couple of minutes just to fill that in and put a bit of detail about what you actually want to work on in this program, and then it will book a time slot of your choosing, and then I will call you at that time and we can have a quick chat about solving your problems and dig into it, and we'll take it from there. So I hope this video helped you, and I'm looking forward to talking to those of you who book a slot, and of course, stick around for more videos helping you with conscious personal growth. Peace.